I counted 9. I don't know.
Okay, sorry for the. Okay, you counted 9. So you counted 9. Any other contrary opinion? Madam Grace, I guess you were here with us yesterday. Any contrary opinion? Please, I'm seeing this class as a class whereby everybody are learning. Not that I'm just here to start mentioning. We just want to share knowledge.
Yes, I can't see your screen. No.
I counted 9 too yesterday, so.
Okay, you counted 9. So if it is 9, so we have 9 data outlets on our ground floor. Now, can anybody mention our this thing here? How will I call it? Our primary equipment here on this our data outlet. Can anybody guess any data outlet? So what is our primary equipment here? Any idea? Hello, does anybody have the idea of our primary equipment here?
Sir, is it the data rack?
Yes, you are right. The number one thing you consider when you are doing your ELV is your rack, is your rack, data rack. You are right. We have 15U. That's 15U. It depends on the inches you want. 15U rack. Any other outlet, any other primary equipment here? We still have one germane primary equipment. Can anybody guess? Can anybody guess? Oh yeah, anybody?
Is that the data outlet you have?
No, data outlet is not our primary equipment. Any idea? Any idea?
Is it the private automatic branch exchange?
Private automatic, no, that one is under public address system.
Okay.
So this thing is very germane. Without this thing, your data cannot work. It's very germane. Okay, don't let me waste our time. There's something you call patch panel. Let me show it to you. There's something you call patch panel. Let me show you that image. Have anybody seen this thing before? I'm coming now. I'm looking for the right picture of this patch panel. Do you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So this is a patch panel. We have 24 ports and we have 48 ports. How do you think you can determine numbers of ports you want to use? Any idea?
Sorry, sir, but this patch panel is not shown on the drawing.
Yes. I was telling you that sometimes whereby you'll be given some drawing sometimes, and as a quantity surveyor who has been measuring MIE before, do we know that something is missing on that drawing? Are you there? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Are you there?
Yes, sir.
So this is a patch panel. In that your U rack, 15U rack, your patch panel will now be inside. Are you there with me? When your patch panel is inside, every data cable or data outlet is going to this your patch panel. Are you there with me? Now, how did I know maybe the patch panel is 24 or 48 ports? Now, you now count the numbers of your data outlets. In my own taking off here, we have 24 data outlets. 24. 9 on the ground floor, 3, 5 on each floor. That's 24. So it shows that this patch panel will now be 24 ports. 24 port patch panel. You can't buy 48 ports. If you are buying one 48 ports, it shows that what's now the reasonable of your cost management. When you are just using 24 ports and the remaining 24 ports is what? Is useless. Am I passing you a message across?
Yes, sir.
Now, so what is now our what? Our terminal equipment in this case? Any idea? Any idea? Are we there? What is our terminal equipment in this case now?
The terminal should be the data outlets.
Data outlet. But we don't just call it a data outlet. We call it data faceplate. Look at my screen. Have you ever seen this thing in any of your world before? Hello.
Not necessarily like
Yes.
that.
No.
Hello. So this is your data faceplate. This your data faceplate is for connection of your cord. You know what? It's just like you want to make use of your data. You want to make use of your internet in school. So instead of you connecting directly to the available Wi-Fi, you now use the cord. They call it RJ45 or RJ11. Okay, let me show you what I mean by RJ11 now. They call it RJ45. Have you seen something like this before?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is RJ45. Now this, you know, your data faceplate has a place whereby you can plug in. Abi now you now plug in one of these your RJ45 in that outlet, while the other remaining outlet will now be connected to your system. Do you understand what I'm trying to pass?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is what you call data faceplate. How many outlets do we have? We have 9 on the ground floor, and we have what? We have 24 in total, according to my own measurement. Are you there with me? There's something we called PoE. Yeah, there's something we called wireless access points. They call it PoE. Let me show you that picture now. Wireless access point. Do you know what they mean by wireless access points? Anyone with any idea?
Oh,
Do you know what they mean by wireless access points?
no.
Now, have you seen this type of thing in your faculty? They will put it on the ceiling. Let me show you very well. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Have you seen this thing on your ceiling before? On the ceiling? It will be put on this
Yes, sir.
feeling like this. Eh?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So it will be put on the scene. So they call it PoE. They call it wireless access point. This wireless access point will now be in conjunction, will be configured with your patch panel, because your patch panel will undergo configuration at the end of the day. Are you there with me? Now, this patch panel, this wireless control is not being shown on your drawing. Do you know that? Do you on our drawing? Do you know that? Are we there? Please, can we be responding as if
Sir, we are with you, sir.
do you know that
Yes,
this wireless access point is not being shown on your drawing? Are we there? Let's respond now.
Is there a reason why it's not being shown in our drawing, sir?
sir. Sorry, I did not get what you said.
I said this picture I just showed earlier is it being shown on your drawing? Is it there?
I don't think so. No, sir.
Now, but as a keyword, you must also put that one into consideration, because no matter how your data outlet is being run, you must have some wireless access control points. Whereby I just say, you can see what I wrote. I said assume 2 per floor. I'm assuming that yes, 2, minimum of 2 per floor. Are we there? Now, we've already gotten our terminal equipment and the power equipment. So we are left with what? Cable containment and the what? And the cable itself. You know, I was telling you yesterday that when calculating your cable containment, you use longest distance, shortest distance, and the middle distance divided by 3, you have an average length. So I still establish my own average length here at 12 meters per point. Now 12 times what? How many face plates do we have? We have 24 in total, both on ground floor, first to third floor. Are we there?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Come again, sir, please.
Yes, sir.
hello.
Yes, sir, please.
Like I was saying yesterday that I established my average length for my cable containment as 12 meters. Do we still remember?
Yes.
Now, I have my total data outlet as 24. So it's now be 24 meters times numbers of the data outlet we have, which is our faceplate. Now, thereafter, we now have our cable. In this our data outlet, we will use 3 types of cable. We use our normal cable, which is our copper cable. We use our Cat6 cable, and we use, please, I think someone is still not muted here. Mrs. Ayomide, please. Now, we are using a copper cable, Cat6 cable, and a fiber optic cable. Hello, can someone mute your mic? Miss Ayomide, please kindly mute your mic, please. Thank you. So, like I was saying that we have a cable. Now, we have 3 types of cable we are using here. We have our copper cable, 1. We are using our what? Cat6 cable, 2. And we are using a what? A fiber optic cable in this case now. Now, why are we using a normal cable, your copper cable? You know, for that your patch panel to be working consistently, you must have a wire that must connect it to a power system, your power outlet. Are you there with me? Hello? Are we there?
We are with you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, you know that this your, how will I call it? This your patch panel must be connected to power. Must be connected to a power source. Now, I said assume average length of 5 meters for connection of that your power data equipment. What is that your data equipment? Your patch panel need a power source. Because without a power source, none of your NAQSS cable, none of your patch panel, your patch panel will not be working because the source is already been terminated. Is not without a source. So you must create a power. You can see that I wrote PVC copper cable 1.5 mm by 3 core. Are you there with me? 3 core. A flexible one, not your how will I call it? Is the flexible cable you are using now that will now be connected to a nearest power socket. Immediately it is being connected to power. Your patch panel will work instantly. But when there's no power, all your faceplate will not be functioning. In this case, the only thing that will be functioning is your PoE, which is your wireless access point. Are you there with me? Now,
Yes, sir.
your fire, your how will I call it? Your data. I mean your data, your faceplate. You don't use a fire alarm cable. You use a NAQSS cable in this case now. You know, like I was saying yesterday, that our average length for each point is what? 15 meters. That's 15 meters times how many faceplates do we have? We have 24 in total based on this drawing. Are you there with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, you know, there's a reason why we want to introduce a fiber optic cable. Can anyone guess why are we using fiber optic cable and we are using NAQSS cable at the same time?
I think the fiber optic is for the internet speed.
God bless you. Do you see that fiber optic cable? That fiber, NAQSS cable and fiber optic cable serve the same function, but when you are going at a distance of 50 meters, your NAQSS cable will lose signal instantly. As in, not that there will be signal, but you will now be having a low signal. That is when your signal will not be getting low. You will not be getting low based on the distance. Now we will now introduce something called fiber optic cable to be make sure that we don't have a loss of signal. And the average length of using our fiber optic cable is what? 5 meters per point. It is a pity that I can't be showing us how the connection is being done. So now after that, now there's something we called your UTP patch lead. Are we there?
Yes, sir.
Let me show you that picture now, so that you understand, so that I won't be speaking in a grammar that you don't understand. Now, do you see my screen? This is what
Yes, sir.
this is what they called. This is what they called UTP patch lead. Now, you know, every data faceplate, you get me? The faceplate have a place you need to connect your what? This your UTP patch lead. Now, how many faceplate we have? We have 24. But now, do we now be careful? Is that our data faceplate a single face or a double face? Whereby in one faceplate you can insert two instead of single face, it should not be a double face. But what the engineer design is the what? Single face. But sometimes we can make it double. So instead of our UTP patch code to be 24, we now have 2 per faceplate. It will now be 2 times 24. So we now have 24, 48 what? 48 UTP patch lead, 3 meters long, with a connector. Connector means that mouth must be able to be connected to your faceplate and your system. Any question? Any question, please? Hello?
Yes.
No, sir.
No question? Any question?
Yes, I do have one, sir.
Okay, I'm listening.
For these fiber optic cables, is it not the service providers that are providing them?
No. It's not the service provider that is providing the fiber optic cable. You are not connected. You are not connecting to the public utility, but your own private utility. Are you getting me?
Okay, yeah. Yes, sir.
So, any question? Any question? So, if there is no question, let's move to our PABS. Or on that drawing, let me see, maybe we have TV. Do we have a TV? Telephone outlets. Okay, now let's move to our public address system now. Public address system. Let's see what you can. I want to make sure that we cover our extra low voltage before we call it a day. So let's move to telecommunication system. Telecommunication system. Can anyone tell us our primary equipment here? Can anyone tell us our primary equipment here? Anybody?
I don't know. Maybe our PABX.
Okay, PABS and what? And your URAC.
NVR.
No,
okay.
and your URAC. NVR is your CCTV camera. That's network video recorder. You know, there is nothing you are doing that you will be having a URAC. Are you there with me? You must have a URAC cabinet. Or should I? Okay, let me try and show you the picture of what a URAC, so that you understand what I'm talking. URAC cabinet, so that you understand what I'm talking about. so that we won't be speaking in. Do you see my screen?
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
So this is a URAC cabinet. So any primary equipment you are installing must be inside this URAC. Are you getting me? While all other terminal equipment will not be installed outside the URAC based on the functionality. Now that we are talking about telecommunication now, telecommunication. Now we have one URAC, Abi. Hello. Hello, are we there?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we are there.
We have one URAC and
Yes,
we
sir.
have one PABS. Just one. Or how many do we have in that drawing? We have everything on the ground floor. If you look at your management
One, sir.
office, we have just one what? One PABS. Are you there with me? Now we just have one PABS and one what? One PABS and one URAC. From there, so what is our terminal equipment? We are talking about telecommunication. What are you talking about?
Telephone
Telecommunication.
outlet.
We are talking about your telephone
Telephone
outlet.
outlet.
How many telephone outlets do we have on the ground floor? Anybody? How many telephone outlets do
The
we
same
have?
as 9.
The same as what? The same as data. 9. Now,
Yeah, the same as the data outlet, sir.
now, your telephone outlet will never function without your telephone faceplate. So the numbers of your telephone outlet you have will now equate to numbers of telephone faceplates you are having. You can see that I wrote telephone jack with one port. One port means just a face, not a double one. If there to be double, I will say telephone jack with 2 ports modeled with faceplate outlet. Are you there with me? Hello, can we be responding?
Yeah, we are with you.
Now,
Yes, sir.
now
Yes, sir.
remember that I established something that we have a cable containment, and our average length is what for our cable containment? Hello, can we respond? You are in class now. Can we respond? We can't
Yes,
just
We are with you, sir.
15, sir.
no cable containment, not your cable. We established 12 meters per point. How do you get that 12 meters? I said you take the longest distance to what? To where your primary equipment is. Shortest distance to where your primary equipment is, and middle distance to where your primary equipment is. That one will now give you an average distance. So I was able, you can see that I'm being consistent. I established 12 meters. Now, same thing we did for what? For your data. For that your PABS to function, it must be connected to what? To your source of light. Let me show you that PABS so that you understand what I'm talking, so that I won't be speaking in Chinese. Do you know what they mean by PABS? Anyone? This is what they mean by PABS. This is your PABS. It's something we have been seeing. It's our telephone. But I can't be calling it a telephone stop. So this is what they call doing PABS. Are we there?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, okay. Hold on. PABS. Okay. The, okay, this is what they call PABS. This system at the back of your telephone is what they call PABS. Now, so let's try and move to the measurement. So from there, you know, I said that your PABS will be connected to what? Source of light bar. And I established 5 meters when I was saying that our how will I call it? What do you call this outlet to that I said we need to connect to? Hold on. Okay, I'm talking about your POE. Is it POE? Oh, sorry, patch panel is what I want to refer to. Now, for this your PABS to be working, it must be connected to a source. That was why I said assume average length of 5 meters is used for connecting your what? PABS and other equipment inside your rack. In this case now. Are you there with me? Now,
Yes, sir.
you know, I established that my cable is what? 15 meters per point, Abi, and we are using NAQSS cable. That's we have 24 telephone outlets. So it will now be 15 times 24. We get the total length of our what? Of our NAQSS cable to be used. Now, for that your telephone outlet to function, it must have its own path lead. That path lead is like a cord that you have to connect to that telephone faceplate. You connect it, then now connect your normal telephone so that you receive a signal. So I said, how many telephone outlets do we have? We have 24. So this is what they called telecommunication. How do you communicate in the system? Maybe you are on second floor and they want to call you. You want to call someone on the ground floor. So instead of you using your normal call, you just connect your telephone and press some numbers based on each segment in the building. Any question? Any question? Nobody's responding. No. Any question?
Thank you very much, sir. Please, I can't say this is a question, but please, are you going to drop this taking of notes for us
Yes, I
at
will
the
drop
end
it.
of the class?
Yes, I will drop it. I intentionally not drop yesterday that because every of our class, as we are finishing ELV, I will drop this measurement in as much we
Okay.
already have the drawing. So that one will be our take home.
All right. Thank you very much.
Now you can see that under that our ELV here, we have something called, we have ceiling mounted and wall mounted.
Sorry, sir.
Are you there with me? We have
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Hello, sir.
I
Sorry,
can hear
sir.
you.
I want to do real quick. So to everyone that's on the call, the attendance Google form link has been posted on the chat box. So kindly ensure that you fill it because some people might want to go for their prayers. And I'm saying that only 8 people have filled it and we are close to 20 on this call. So kindly ensure you fill the attendance because it's going to close in the next 10 minutes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sorry, please. I can't find the attendance sheet at my hand right here, sir.
It's in the meeting chat box. Meeting chat
Okay,
box.
thank you very
Currently
much.
resending it multiple times.
Yes. Yeah.
So now, can I move forward?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, there's something we call public address system. You know, like I was telling you that engineer design what? They just show what? Ceiling mounted speaker and what? Wall mounted speaker. How do we want these two things to function? You can see that our legend is incomplete. But as a QS, what do you do as an MIE
Yes,
QS?
sir. But the thing
Okay,
is
I'm
in the
listening,
join beside the
Madam Ayomide.
PBX, but it's not in the leg. Yes, sir.
What's that?
I said the thing is in the drawing, but it's not written in the legend.
We have ceiling mounted speaker and what? Wall mounted speaker. That's the only
No, I mean
two.
PAS, the public address system, is in the drawing, but it's not on the legend.
Okay, where is it? Public address. Okay, PAS. Yes, I've seen it. You can see that. So we have our public address system. So what does our public address system entails? Most of us in our faculty, you will see a ceiling mounted speaker and you will see a wall mounted speaker. But how do they function without your primary equipment? Number one. Hello. Okay, I know that most of us.
We are with you, sir.
Now, there's something called amplifier. You know what they mean by amplifier? People
Yes,
that are
sir.
in editor, you know what they mean. Amplifier is part of your primary equipment to make your what? Your terminal equipment to function. Am I making sense? Or as you show us the picture of amplifier.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, God bless you. It's like most of us no. Who any DJ here? Any DJ? So this is what they call the amplifier. Let me show us a nice picture. I know that most of us know it. Do you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
this is what
yes,
they call
we can.
this is what they call amplifier now. So and we have just one amplifier for one setup, just one amplifier. So after that, the next thing you tend to measure for is a player module. I will show us a player module. There's something we call player module. Let me show us this picture. A player module. This is what they call this is my screen. This is what they call the player module. This is what they call player module. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir. We can see it, sir.
So all these items are just one. You can't have more than two. So there's something we call tabletop unidirectional condenser microphone. I know we know this one. Tabletop condenser microphone. You know what they mean by condenser microphone now?
Yes, sir.
So how many do you think we can have? in this building? How many do you think we can have? Do you know the reason why I put one number there? Do you know why? Do you know why it's just one number? Hello?
Condenser mic on its own is already more powerful than a normal microphone.
Now, do you know the reason why I said I showed just one condenser microphone? Do you know why? Do you know the reason why? The reason why is that if you look at that drawing very well, if you look at that drawing, we just have only one meeting room. Do you hear me? Do we see a place named meeting room on the ground floor?
Yes, sir.
You can see that. Where do you think we can use our condenser microphone? Is when you have a speech to make, like a panelist. Panelists, we have a condenser microphone, while every other people that are not panelists will be using all this our normal microphone. Am I passing a message across? You can decide to be like, oh no, I'm not having one condenser microphone. Let me have 3. That's your choice. Are you there with me? So from there,
Yes, sir.
so from there, we talk about your how will I call it? Your microphone in metal lock. Microphone metal lock. Let me show you that picture. You can see that all these things are not being shown in your this thing. Do you see my screen? Let me project what I mean by microphone metal lock. Do you know why we have a microphone metal lock here? Do you know why? Are we there? Do you know the
Yes,
reason
sir.
why we have a microphone metal lock here? Look at our swimming pool here. Your swimming pool is a place whereby you might want to make a public announcement, so use your microphone metal lock here. Or let me show you another one called your microphone metal lock. I will tell you this is why we want to use a microphone metal lock. Another reason why you have a business center, you have the meeting room, we have the reception, we have the pool, we have the gymnasium, we have the management. So now, there's something called zone speaker volume control. Zone speaker volume control. Do you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So this is what you call the
Yes,
zone
sir.
speaker volume control. It's for controlling the loudness of your words, of your amplifier or speaker, so that to reduce the volume, either increase or reduce the volume. So from there, you now move to your terminal equipment. Remember that we have 2 types of speaker. We have the ceiling mounted and we have the what? Wall mounted. How many ceiling mounted do we have on the ground floor? Anyone? How many ceiling mounted
13
do we
number.
have? 13 number. So how many wall mounted
13
do we
number.
have? Yeah, how many wall mounted do we have? We have those two numbers. Making how many speakers do we have? Making 24. Remember, we must have our cable containment. Abi now, we must have our what? Cable containment now. Now, you can see that in this our cable containment now, the average length has changed. Why is that? The distance of where each ceiling mounted speaker is totally far from each other. So I established 18 meters per point. See here, you can measure. See, don't just say because I say 18 meters. Get your own ruler, measure on your paper, or if you have a software, just calibrate it. You get your own average distance and establish your own, not the one I'm trying to tell you that 18 meters somewhere, 15 meters somewhere. So 18 meters per point, and we have what? 24 speakers. So 18 times 24 gives you the length of your cable containment. So from there, remember that your speaker doesn't use, what did I call, NAQSS cable or fiber optic cable. This is where you now introduce your what? Your coaxial cable. Remember that the total length of our cable containment is 18 meters. Now you now allow for 1 meter termination from the start, 1 meter termination on the end, making what? 20 meters. Now we have 20 meters times numbers of what? Numbers of your ceiling speaker, of your terminal equipment you have in this case now. Any question? Any question? I can see that it's just only one person talking. I'm seeing just Miss Ayomide. That's the only person talking on this call. I'm not here to lecture. I'm here to teach, and everybody must contribute.
Hello, sir. Please, I didn't know what she said.
with you, sir.
Where how? Some people have not unmute their mic since the time we started this
Sir, please,
class.
can you repeat what you said?
Where? Asal? I didn't understand.
I didn't hear what you said previous. I didn't hear what you said previously, sir.
Where? Which part? Which part? You didn't understand. Which part you did not understand? Hello, which part you did not understand?
Look as if our network is bad.
Okay. Okay, our network is bad. Okay. Any question, please? Any question?
Yes, I have a question, please, sir.
Okay, I'm listening.
Yeah, I didn't understand how you got 20 meters from the previous 18 that we used before.
I told you that if you want to get your cable containment, how do you get your cable containment? Is your pipe. Your average distance, you pick your longest distance your permanent equipment, shortest distance your permanent equipment, and your medium distance your permanent equipment, then divide it by 3. We got 13 meters or 18 meters. Now, in that 18 meters now, your cable will drop at where your cable starts and where your cable ends. So we use 1 meter for termination from the beginning, 1 meter termination from the end, making 2 meter plus 18 gives us 20 meter times your numbers of your speakers you have, which you have 24 speakers. Any question?
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Any question? So,
Yes, from our own end.
any question, please?
No question, no question.
Okay. So let's move to the last but not the least, because I might not be able to treat our NAQSS system, but it's part of our ELV. So I've treated public address, I treated communication today, your data, your public address system. So let's rush down to our radio system. But our radio or TV system now. Remember that this our legend show what? Is there any TV here? There's no TV. Abi? Is there TV here? Ceiling, data, telephone. So there's no TV here, but I took care for TV. So the first thing you do is what? Primary equipment. And what is that your first primary equipment on your TV system? Number one, you will have your DSTV switch, DSTV dish outside. Are you there with me? Number two of your primary equipment, you will have your what? Your multi-switch system as your primary equipment. There's something you call your linear amplifier, one number. There's something you call your down converter, just one number. There's something you call your voltage protector. Against your dish, you must have one number. There's something called a signal modulator. Your signal modulator is when you are trying to lose a signal. Maybe there's weather, rain is about to start falling. Your signal modulator will now, they call it signal booster. Instead of your signal to be telling you Scrabble channel, people using DSTV, or your channel will just fade. You use your signal modulator. So from there, you now go to your terminal equipment. In that terminal equipment, you will talk about your decoder, inside your building, or inside your room. Are you there with me? Are you there?
Sorry, quick question, sir. All these things that you listed, are they in the drawings, or they are just basic things that we need to know?
They are not in the drawing, but these are basic things to make your terminal equipment for your television to work. I'm not talking about your television itself. That television as in to give you a signal. Are you getting me? Now, you now have your decoder. I know most of us have is it DSTV or we have all these different decoder in our house. So we now have decoder. Where will our decoder be placed? Where? It will be placed in your sitting room, or if sitting room, or anywhere that the decoder is being needed. Now, am I talking? Am I making sense?
Yes, sir.
So from there, talk about your splitter. Do you know what your splitter means? There are sometimes whereby one decoder will be meant for let's just say you are living in a 3-bedroom flat, and you do not telling me that no bedroom one will have his own dish, his decoder and his everything. Is it possible? It's not possible. But one apartment, let's just say apartment A now, you have one decoder, and in your sitting room they are watching a particular show, but you don't feel like coming to the sitting room. Your DSTV, your television outlet we now be connected, we now be splitted around. So that's why they call it 4-way splitter. Now there's something called your faceplate. Now it is a TV faceplate. This TV faceplate is just for you to connect your TV. You know that you have your flat screen, and your flat screen, after power it on, you now connect your coaxial cable. It will now have where you can connect it at the back of your TV, and where you can connect it under your faceplate. Let me show you that TV faceplate. It's something that you'll have seen. Faceplate. This is what I mean. Most of us will have seen something like this. Can you see my screen? Have we seen
Yes, sir.
something like this before?
Yes, sir.
So this is what they call TV faceplate. Data has its own. So Kenya have its own also. Data have its own. Telephone has its own. So this is what they call TV faceplate. So from there, after your TV faceplate, you now talk about your HDMI signal port. Are you there with me? There are sometimes whereby you might want to use an HDMI. So instead of your this thing to be flying up and down, your cable to be flying up and down, you now use your HDMI signal port. So after that, you now move to your what? Your data. You now move to your, how will I call it? You now move to your cable containment. In this place, we are still maintaining 12 meters per point. And how many faceplate do we have? We have 65 based on that drawing. So from there, 12 times 65 now, you put it into consideration. Now, for that your, how will I call, for that your splitter to work, let me just show you that splitter so that you understand 4-way splitter. For it to work now, for your, have you seen my screen? This is what they call splitter. Whereby, so you can see my screen, Abby. So that, okay, now let's say I have a 3-bedroom flat and a guest room, and I want to connect my coaxial cable here. So I'll just divert it, one to the bedroom, one to the distance, one to the bedroom, 1, 2, 3 guest room, based on this aspect now. But if it is now becoming much, you can turn it to 6-way splitter based on how many people you want to supply. So from there, you will now talk about your coaxial cable now. Remember that I said 15 meters our average length for our cable. So how many faceplate we have? After counting, we have 65. 15 times 65. So we have your total length of your coaxial cable. So anything from cable, we are done with what? We are done with our radio and TV outlet system. So today and yesterday, we have been able to cover number one, fire alarm system. We cover data. We cover CCTV. We cover TV system, which we just concluded now. We cover public address system. We cover telecommunication, making 6 that we are able to cover under ELV. Any question? There's something called access control door. Do you know the meaning of access control door? Anyone with the idea? Anyone? Does anyone
No idea.
have
Sir.
the idea of
Can you show us the picture,
access
sir?
control door?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
I said, can you show us a picture, sir?
You will have seen something like this that before you enter, you either use a fingerprint or you use a card.
Yes.
So this is what they call access control door, whereby you have your magnetic lock controlling your door. You have your biometric. Is either use a card or use your fingerprint or use what? Or use a code. Hold on, let me try and get you this thing so that you will understand what I'm really talking about. So let me try and get a document on access control door. Mr. Jamiu.
Yes, sir.
I said to check your mail. I'll send you the taking off for today. The whole taking off.
Okay, no problem, sir.
Taking off. Waiting for this.
Okay, no problem, sir.
So let me try and project the access control door first, so that you understand what I'm talking about. Access control system. Now, if you are talking about an access control system, okay. Access control. So I will dance. Send us a video of the access control. I will send it to your WhatsApp. Mr. Jami, understand what I'm talking about. So access control system is a way of protecting your access into the apartment. Mr. Jami, I've also sent you the note I'm projecting on this via your mail. So let's just rush it down because I will still be entering a meeting by let's just say 8:40. So let's just rush this aspect. Not a rushing, but I'm just trying to give us an idea of. So this is an access control system. Majorly, what does it mean? It is being described as an hardware or software process used to control passage into or out of any area. Without you having an access into that building, you can't use your key or you can't use a key, but you either use your biometric fingerprint or use a card or use a code. So if your finger is not being configured, or if you don't have the code, madam, forget, you can't have access to that building. Now you can see in this simplest form, access control system it enters what? Electronic controller and access control reader. Software, you must what? You must configure it. An electronic door lock mechanism. There is something called door strike and what? Magnetic door lock. Other thing talking about your door contact, that your monitor door position, your UPS, because it also work with what? With your with electricity. And the reason why we are providing a UPS is a backup in case there's no light. For example, now you want to enter your house now, your door is being locked, and the only thing you have is, if there's no light, you can't enter. So, and you must have a UPS. Now, look at what is there. You have your access controller. This is your access reader. So let me just show you a this thing. Like I was saying, either use your fingerprint, palm scan, and the geometric. So signature dynamic. There are sometimes by under your screen, you just sign there, immediately it open. You have your keyboard whereby you have to what? Press your code or use a voice. Immediately you just mention open, it will recognize your voice and open. Sometimes facial scan your face, sometimes hand topography. From there, you now what? You now configure your door, electric lock hardware. So all these things are under access control system. Now, so I'm trying to get a picture, a video of a bit access control I did for people I'm taking in the class. So I'm trying, okay, I think I've seen the video. Yes, I will send it to Mr. Jami now. So you can just send it to the group so they will understand what an access control means. Mr. Jami, I've sent it to you. So you can just send it to the group also, so that they can have a bit idea of what is meant by access control system. All these things are just in number. They are just in what? In number. Nothing else. Nothing else. So let me try and see, maybe I have a measurement on it. And let me see how I can send you a note on the access control door. So if there is no question, any question before we call it a day, we are done with fire alarm system. So any question before we call it a day?
No questions from my end, sir.
No question. Yeah, my friend Ayomide, is there any question? Mrs. Ayomide, is there any question?
No question, sir.
No question.
No question, sir.
Where's my friend Jemima? Is there any question? She's no more online. Madam Grace, is there any question? Mr. Emmanuel.
No, sir. No, sir. No question.
Okay, no question.
No question, no question, sir.
No question.
So if there's no question, can we call it a day? I need to enter another meeting now. So if there's no question, so we can call it a day.
Yes, sir.